fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
Alex Pereira is a Brazilian kickboxer and mixed martial artist who competes in the middleweight division. He's a former Glory middleweight and light heavyweight champion as well. Aside from being a champion in another promotion, he's also ranked as one of the best fighters in the world by Combat Press. To be clear, this is specific to kickboxing, but it's still quite an accomplishment. There's a lot of interesting news about this fighter who is going to sign with the UFC, but the most interesting may be that he won against Israel Adesanya twice. We'll go through all that and more in this video showcasing this new fighter in the Octagon. As always, let us know what you think about this fighter in the comment section below. Number 1. Israel Adesanya's kryptonite? Given the dominance that Israel has had inside the UFC Octagon, it's hard to imagine him losing to another middleweight in the division. In fact, as we're talking, Israel is about to start lapping fighters with his most recent win against Marvin Vettori. However, back in the kickboxing days, there was one fighter that constantly had Adesanya's number, and that was Alex Pereira. Alex and Israel fought twice early on in their careers, and in 2017 during their fight at Glory of Heroes 7, Israel's reckless pursuit of Pereira led to his demise. A year prior, Adesanya lost a closely contested bout to Pereira via unanimous decision at Glory of the Heroes 1. The second time around, Adesanya didn't want to make it close and put on the pressure hoping for a kill shot. This was the only time that Israel lost focus, and due to this, he was countered with a vicious left hook by Alex which took Israel's lights out. That win on Alex's resume elevates the high hopes for the star as he makes his way into the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Do you think this was a fluke, or do you think Alex has what it takes to compete at the elite levels of MMA? Number 2. Decorated career. Now, if you told me that this fighter was someone who knocked out Israel, my first response would be, what else did he do? Especially early in their careers, fighters go through a growing period where they learn, and sometimes that learning comes with a price. However, in this case, there's a lot of data to back up Alex as not only someone who's fought the best, but has done so consistently in the past couple of years. Alex has a professional kickboxing record of 33 wins and 7 losses, most of these in the final rounds of a matchup or when fighting for a belt. This should tell UFC fans that this man isn't playing around and has faced only the toughest and elite kickboxers in the world. Another important aspect of a fighter's career is their consistency. In Alex's case, he's been ranked in the middleweight division by Combat Press ever since 2014. Pereira started his career reaching the top of the kickboxing world and has stayed there for a long time. But the real question that many MMA fans have is, does he have what it takes against the best grapplers MMA has to offer? Number 3. MMA career. Now signed into UFC, you can bet all the fighters in the middleweight division are on notice. Some probably won't even try to fight Alex on his feet as they know they'll be outclassed. Instead, they'll attempt to take Alex down and force him to grapple. And that's also where we see a weakness for Alex. He's fought in 4 professional MMA bouts, and the only loss on his record was due to a rear naked choke. In addition, the other 3 bouts he won was through a knockout. This guy gives me a similar vibe to Israel, where he'll pretty much always win when it's striking, but can possibly be beaten on the ground. Fighters would have to utilize their grappling skills and mix it up if they want to have a chance at competing against an elite striker like Pereira. So, what do you think about this new fighter coming into the UFC Octagon? Do you see enough given his record and success in the kickboxing world to do well in the UFC? And could he climb to the ranks to challenge Israel Adesanya again for the middleweight belt? Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this Who the F video, then please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more content. We appreciate all the support and we'll see you next time on Knockout TV.